let's try this again. And it's basically a pick your poison at this point. It's like, yeah, pick the thing that just runs better when it when it runs properly, but then it has constant audio desyncing issues. Or pick the program that's lower quality, but it does not have audio desyncing problems. Again, Twitch, why? Alright, I gotta figure out where this is located. Yeah, I was gonna say, at this point, like, I tried the one trick that people gave that was actually helpful advice, and it did nothing, so I'm like, well, just, all I can do is just reset every single time it happens. Okay, I know. Yeah, because I was figuring out where this was, and they were like, no, it's actually the landmass to the north of this island. I'm like, okay, I know exactly what it's talking about now. Yeah, I know as cool as this is, I'm just used to dual swords at this point. Or, the great sword. Ah, that's a lot of metal slime.
Time to duck and dive! Victory! Let's do this.
Dave was in a really bad way when I first came across him. He just lost the captain he'd been serving for years. Their ship had been attacked by monsters, and Dave blamed himself for not being able to save his old friend. Took to sailing around the world picking fights with anyone he didn't like for the look of. That's when he bumped into me. Saw that he had a good heart, and then what he really needed was a makeover. So I went to work and dolled him up in that fabulous outfit. Talk about a success story. He was like a new man overnight, and after that he became my captain on the Salty Stallion. Seeing the ocean really makes me miss him in his rough seafaring ways. Going sailing should be a treat. The wind in your hair, the sun on your face, but we got no time to enjoy it. I mean, look at the rain, laddie. Now we got work to do. We gotta rid of that dark star before it caused any more trouble.
Okay.
If you think about it, we've really been all over the world, from the bottom of the ocean to a village floating in the sky. You know, as long as we're together, it feels like there's nowhere we can't go.
I've been thinking.
Do you remember the first time we sailed in the Salty Stallion? It's a long time now, isn't it? Jasper thought he'd caught us, but we managed to get away in the nick of time. If it hadn't been for Sylvando, our adventure might have come to an end right then and there. He really got us out of a tight spot. Veronica and I never laid eyes on the sea when we were growing up, and I remember how amazed we were when we first saw it. It was so huge, bigger than we had imagined. I always thought the mountains were like a strict father who watches over you, and the ocean's like a mother surrounding you and protecting you. That doesn't sound too odd, does it? Something about the sea breeze and the sound of waves that makes me nostalgic about my childhood. I mean, I didn't have a lot of fun and there's a lot of painful memories, but somehow gazing out at the sea makes them all disappear. I always was more suited to doing battle on land. It was Jasper who excelled at naval warfare. In fact, he commanded the fleet that defended the coast of Heliodor, and he did it with utter dedication. Why, Jasper? Why'd you allow yourself to be tempted by darkness? Jasper's like, I thought we were over this, Hendrik.
The sea, it's boiling.
Sweet mother of gosh.
Tuneless twang of Lorelei's harp. Are you humans in league with the mermaids?
Yeah, come at us.
Very well. Then I shall deliver your corpses to them as a reminder of who truly rules the waves. Prepare to die! Begone from my realm!
Stay alert. You ready for this? Catch me if you can! This is bad.
Die! 50,000 experience, wow.
Nice.
Base Sphere is defeated. Return to Nautica and tell Queen Marina the good news. Oh, thank you, noble friend, for taking pity on our plight, for slaying hated Balthosphere and bringing back the light. Nautica owes you much to you, this'll not forget. Hope this can go way to some way to answering that debt. Every realm of Erdrea and every clouded glade, there are those who still require the Luminary's aid. Ever wish to find out where such souls abound, just use the shell and I'll advise you on where they might be found. The conch will send my voice to you wherever they may be. Just say hello into it and I'll answer presently. One more thing, of course, you have the freedom of town, but with these man legs, don't you find it hard to get around? If you'd like, I'd happily change into a fish. She's just like, why don't you just ask me? Like, I'm right here, dude. Winds bear tidings that you and your friends have prevailed against the beast who would have made the king of Heliodor his slave. Yet Erdwin's lantern has fallen and Erdrea finds itself once again in the grip of fear and confusion. I have a gift for you, Luminary, one that I hope might aid you fulfilling your divine duty and restoring peace to this land we call home. Pray, take it with my blessing. You hold in your hand the legendary Scepter of Time, the favored weapon of the holy sage Serenica. Alas, the elements have not been kind. Perhaps you could find the necessary instructions, you might be able to restore it to its former glory using that forge of yours. The legends tell Serenica's erstwhile companion Drustin the Brave, having been a skilled blacksmith, might he have left behind some clues to the scepter's composition? Okay, so you have to complete all of the trial boss fights in Drustin's Labyrinth in order to unlock that. The watcher in front of the shop in heavens above with a healthy interest in harps. Okay, so now you can just access it from here too, so that's nice. Oh yeah, there's 3 side quests here. So that makes sense considering this entire civilization, save for one of them, gets absolutely obliterated in Act 2. Slide whistle of the Watchers! That's the canonical sound effect of those things. Drustin, great hero, very powerful, left knowledge of powers, left tomes, precious tomes, tomes containing secrets, secrets of powers. True warrior could find tomes, read tomes, learn secrets, enhance abilities, get better blind man's biff. Hendrik is true warrior. Hendrik has power, knows blind man's biff, seek tomes, improve it, will help against Dark One. Tomes of Drustin lost, but can be found, have not perished, have not vanished. Will you seek? Will you find? Will you learn? Drustin wrote 4 tomes, was mentor to 4 warriors, gave 1 to each. Drustin died, but his legacy lived on. 4 warriors spread his teachings, took tomes to every corner of the world. 1 went to Gallopolis, 1 to Snivelheim, 1 to Phnomnon, and 1 to Heliodor. Go there, tomes must be there, on bookshelves, waiting, read them, then return here, tell me all. Was love, true love, Erdwin and Serenica, heroes of legend, soulmates, exchanged bracelets long ago. Bracelets to symbolize love, but was impossible, tragic, could not be together. Meant to be together, but could not be, so sad. I have wish to commemorate their love, put bracelets on statues, matching bracelets. Could not be together, but can be in this at least, small thing, but something, not nothing. Have bracelets of Serenica, but not Erdwin, lost since ancient time. Please, Luminary, find bracelet of Erdwin, bring to me. Thank you, had faith. New Luminary would accept, would understand. Bracelet lost, but can be found, perhaps. Erdwin died. Drustin tended to him, kept his possessions safe. Drustin founded kingdom, Svardrust, built labyrinth. Deep underground, hid treasures there. Many treasures. Bracelet too, perhaps. Find bracelet. Bracelet of Erdwin. Bring bracelets together. Together at last. Good luck. Cetacea's awakened, new power, no limits. Can now fly to final destination, to final battle. Path now clear, fly with Cetacea, fly to Black Star. Take on Kalasmos, defeat Dark One. Serenica's harp beautiful, beautiful sound, beautifully made, should know, am Harpmaker. Serenica had harp too, soothing sound, cured illness, cured pain. Use special strings, made by watchers, made from special stone, harmonic crystal. Know how to make, but no harmonic crystal, without it no strings. With harmonic crystal can make new strings, can make new harp, help Serena, increase power, increase healing. Go, Luminary, seek Harmonic Crystal. Luminary can find. Watchers believe in Luminary. Praise Luminary, kind Luminary. Harmonic Crystal found at Battleground, high in sky. But crystal deep underground, inside monster. Inside crystal lull. But need key, ultimate key. Key found in square, square of Elder. Square of Eagle Tap. Bring Harmonic Crystal. I wait until then. I wait here. Yeah, and I know exactly which monster he's talking about.
victory will be ours! You ready for this? Ah! Oh, Airy. Thanks.
Alright, there's the Harmonic Crystal. You've returned. Have you brought it, precious Harmonic Crystal? You brought it, mysterious Harmonic Crystal. So beautiful. Shimmers in light. Can feel power. Great power. Can make strings now. Make harp. Ancient harp. Harp of Serenica. Wait here. My turn now. We'll show power of Harmonic Crystal. The harp maker uses the Harmonic Crystal to make beautiful harp strings just like the ones used by Serenica in the Age of Heroes. It is done. Strings are made. Harp is made. Should not say perhaps, but am proud. Very proud. Take harp, Serena. Play it. Make beautiful music. Please, yours now. The sacred power of Serena's harp increases Serena's magical mending by 100. Thank you. Without Harmonic Crystal, could not have made harp strings. Could not have made harp. Have grown. Learned. Become better harp maker. somewhere in the labyrinth Drustin built beneath Spardrust. Apparently it's in the southwest corner of the map.
Let's do this. Oh, yeah!
And there it is. Take it to the Watcher standing by the statue of Erdwin in Havens above. You have returned. Is it found? Is Bracelet recovered? Bracelet of Erdwin? You have it. Bracelet of Erdwin, no doubt. Same as the other. Bracelet of Serenica. We'll place bracelets on statues. Symbol of love. Celebration of love. For all eternity. Thank you, Luminary. Bracelets, what? The two matching bracelets are glowing in unison. The light seems to awaken someone within Astarion. The powers of Earth Splitter, Sky Splitter, Sea Splitter, Flame Splitter, and Bright Splitter, and Blight Splitter have all been enhanced. Light of love, awaken something. Something in Luminary. Powers of groan. Miraculous, power of love. True love. Blessings. Blessings of Erdwin and Serenica, given to new Luminary. Power of first Luminary, now passed to second. Miracle, nothing less. Light so warm, light of love. Much time passed, but love remains. Love lives on. Love of Erdwin and Serenica. Even in symbols, statues, bracelets. Thank you, Luminary. Kept love alive. Alright, so we need to find the books in Gallopolis, Snivelheim, Snomnon, and Heliodor. Alright, so the first one's found in Jasper's quarters in Heliodor. There's an ancient book here. The binding's almost completely worn out, and Astarion can only make out a few words. Ye Justinian, secrets of ye heart on the fabled threadback cover. Though I've written much concerning the techniques by which a warrior might perfect his craft, these techniques are all as not as if not but not sound of heart and mind. Come what may, a calm, clear spirit shall see this through. 'Tis in your heart that victory is won. Alright, the next one's in Prince Thaddeus' room in Gallopolis. One involves going to the Snivelheim Royal Library again. Then the fourth one involves going to a cave south of Nomnon. One single word encapsulates all that I've learned in the art of offense in my long and storied career: fire. As ye fire sweeps unbidden and unbound through ye fields, shall sweep through thine enemies, striking swift and true. No defense can stand before such an onslaught. One thing I've learned is how to utilize water. Flow swift and formless like ye stream. Be like water, and thou shalt avoid ye blows for even the swiftest of foes. Alright, then off to the Snarefelt. Where once again we go to the Royal Library.
Now we're cooking. Here away! Hey! Ooh. Hum. Ha, hee, ha, ha. Let's go.
One single word encapsulates all I've earned from the art of defense in my long and storied career, Earth. Like ye earth beneath thy feet, thou must needs to be solid and unyielding, as steadfast as the mountain itself. Though thy foes may strike, their strike shall be raining upon ye cliff face. You've read all 4 volumes of Ye Drustinad. Go back to Havens Above and tell the Watcher at the inn what you've learned. So have you found each tome? Read each? Absorbed its contents? Drustin's wisdom? Starion tells the Watcher what he's read in the 4 volumes of Ye Drustiniad. Yes, attack like fire, defend like earth, move like water, keep calm, strong heart. Wisdom of Drustin is profound. Hendrik understands, warns of Drustin ring true, knowledge of true warrior awakens. As Hendrik mulls over Drustin's words of wisdom, he has a sudden moment of clarity and sees how to make blind man's Biff much more powerful. Dark One fears power of Drustin, now Hendrik has power of Drustin. Dark One fears Hendrik, perhaps. Unleash blind man's Biff, watch Dark One cower. Know this, Luminary, you will prevail. All Watchers know this. We're here, by your side until the end. Alright, so yeah, that one involves finishing out Wheel of Harma, so I might not be able to do that one. That one's not unlockable. Alright, so that's all the regular side quests then. So pretty much the last thing to do then, besides anything that pretty much requires being at level 99 at this point to do, is all of the toggle side quests. Pretty much just do as many as I can with the passwords that I've located and just figure out which ones I have to find once I'm done with that.
Would you mind, will you be retiring? Yes.
Still just interesting to hear, like, after hearing Hendrik's voice actor in this entire game,
Will you be
as soon as I heard Shadowheart's father open his mouth, I was like, oh my gosh, that's the same voice actor, holy crap. Alright, off to Tickington. Oh, that's cool. So like, I've rarely done this area. Like, pretty much, I think I just did the initial side quests in both playthroughs, and that was it. So yeah, I didn't realize the outfits actually carry over to Tickington. That's cool. Or at least some of them do, because, like, yeah, you have him and, Erdrick's outfit, him and Drustin's outfit, even though he's, like, wearing something else, and then Eric and, Sylvando are in their standard outfits. Of course, this is the first time that Hendrik has canonically been here. Do I spy a wanderer come to visit? I bid thee welcome, friend. Unless mine eyes deceive me, thou art not a callow youth, but rather a seasoned warrior. Allow me to appease thee of what have befallen this place. 'Twas once the fair town of Dendara, alas now a monster-ravaged wasteland where people have all fled. Our woes began when marauding fiends laid waste to our beloved home. Now among them is risen again, by what foul means I know not. I speak of that shadowy chevalier, the knight aberrant. This wicked being now rule over the ruins of Damdara, and hath roused the departed from their slumber that he might tyrannicize them. Yes, I myself am one such unfortunate soul. I know not who art thou, friend, but I beseech thee, take up arms against the knight abhorrent and return us to rest. Prithee, banish the darkness that has descended on this place. Huzzah, thou wilt accede to my request. Verily the hero be awaited hath come at last. Now thine enemy, the Knight of Heron, doth appear behind the armors in the southeast of town. Prithee, lay this foul fiend to rest, that our own unquiet souls may sleep in peace once more. Alright, I dove it. It's like, 2 side quests in, I have to look this up already, jeez Louise. An eerie voice can be heard drifting into the air. Whoever that was Count's fool, know thou that not to vex the ruler of this realm of misery is a crime punishable by death. Have at thee. I'll come on in, just basically the only thing I have left to do pretty much in the game is all of the Tockle side quests, so I'm just starting those out. Alright! With the Knight Apparent defeated, the spirits of the townsfolk will be able to rest in peace once more. Go tell the man at the entrance to Damdara that his oppressor is no more. Praise be, we're delivered from our plight. Verily, thou art the savior we have so long awaited. Prithee, accept this small token of my gratitude, trifling though it may be. As though not happened upon our humble town, mayhap we never been able to been saved. Now, though thanks to thy timely intervention, we may sleep peacefully at last. I'm Galen, best among bards, whose praises were once sung in every quarter of this fair land. The town of Damdara, whose ruins thou standest, is once a bustling and handsome settlement, but alas, no more. Though when I close mine eyes, glad scenes of yesteryear do float before me as if they occurred only yesterday. Come, friend, join me in my revere. King looks like if he has something he wishes to say. Greetings to you, Wanderer. I'm Gwaelin, Princess of Tantegel. Prithee, let me thine ears that I might impart to you my sorry tale. Some days ago, a fiend calling himself the End of Time did appear before my noble father and did place upon a curse that hath rendered him unable to utter a word. 'Tis a calamity indeed, for there's a matter of great import upon the subjects of which he did wish to consult with the hero of the land. But how can he do so when he's been struck so cruelly dumb? I've done all I can within my power to cure him, but alas, no tincture, tonic, or balm hath even had the slightest effect. But one faint hope remaineth to us, a sweet syrup known as Spectrum Nectar. A single spoonful is said to bring honeyed words gushing forth unto a brook after the summer rains. Alas, 'tis not a concoction the humble peasant or idle miller might mix up in a trice. Nay, it's been said since ancient times that only one who bringeth peace upon the world may lay his hands upon it. 'Tis a weighty request indeed, but perhaps one day thou might bring peace to this world or another. Should such a happy marvel come to pass, the sacred nectar might be thine. What sayest thou? Will thou aid us in the hour of need? Will thou bring me the spectrum nectar that I might ease my dear father's suffering? Oh joy! Would that I might offer more guidance. All I know is one such thing, able to travel at will, twist thine own world, and this standeth the chance of finding which that I seek. I beg of thee, should thou lay their hands on the fabled nectar, prithee bring it to me without delay. Okay, so this requires beating Calasmo, so basically there's gonna be some toggle side quest that we can't do until we've beaten the game. Altar of the Legendary Line. Those wonders who I am, perhaps? In truth, I am a princess. 'Tis a realm much diminished. An evil wretch named Hargon, a priest in the service of pure wickedness, did burn my home from castle to the ground, and cursed me to take the form of a dog. I found myself banished to Moonahan, where I did spend many a miserable day whimpering and whining at my sorry fate. And wherefore I know not, the curse upon me was lifted, and the people of the town took on canine forms in my stead. Truly it seems I bring disaster to who I do roam. First the castle was destroyed, and now my curse has been inflicted on scores of innocents. Maybe a solution. Once heard tell of a spell from time of mighty Erdrick, Sheen was his name, and it's said to be capable of lifting any curse. What I've gathered, 'tis an incantation beyond my meager magical means, but were I to acquire the enchanted elixir known as magic water, I might eke out a single casting. This being so, I humbly beg of you, bring me a draught of the enscorched liquid that I might lift the curse that afflicted the poor people of this town. Thank you, kind stranger. Now, as to the precise nature of magic water, I know save little its name mentioned its passing as if it was an ancient grimoire. But thou seems a capable sword. I have little doubt that are able to find that which I require. Prithee, seek it out and bring it to me that I might right this terrible wrong. How beautiful it is, 'tis almost a shame to use it, though I must. What sayest thou, obtaining this wonderful liquid in my world is a mere trifle? 'Tis what manner of place is that thou call home? Nay, we must speak of such things another time. The townsfolk can be suffered to wait no longer for the lifting of the curse that ails them. My magical powers are meager, but with this enchanted elixir at my disposal, thou may just suffice. For all that thou hast done for me, rest assured that thou hast my undying gratitude. Now let's pray that our efforts have not been vain. The Princess of Moonbrook uses the magic water and succeeds in casting Sheen. Magical aura gathers around it before spreading throughout the entire town. Be upon it, my powers alone will not suffice to banish this precarious curse. I must take its wicked magic upon my own self once again. But if that's what it'll take to deliver the people of Moonahan from its clutches. The dog's looking at Astarion intently. It appears to be holding something in its mouth. Yeah, basically all these quests are kind of from all the various games, so like the first one was the first game, this is the second game, etc. So that's why the first 3 worlds are gonna look really familiar to me, and after that I'm gonna be like, I think I might know these references and that's about it. "'Tis a courageous adventure I see before me. Well met, wanderer. I know not whom thou art, but there's a boon I would ask of thee. Some days since mine own beloved son, the Crown Prince, did vow to vanquish the High Priest Hargon, and so saying, did set out in search of the Prince of Niddenhall, that they might join forces in this quest. But he did not depart on foot, nay, it seemed the boy did vanish into thin air like unto a puff of smoke. None have seen nor high nor hair of him. Father cannot but fret. Prithee, wilt thou seek him out and bring him to me, that I might know he's well and venture forth once more? Verily thou art benevolent indeed. I stated my son did set out in search of the Prince of Niddenhall, in addition, the Princess of Moonbrook, another of his royal peers. I have scant little in the ways of further detail save this. It would seem he spake of having heard tell of a prince among the people named the Roamers. And 'twas upon saying so he did vanish in a manner previously described. 'Tis a most vexing tale, to be certain. I know not quite whether to believe it, but there cannot be no doubt the boy had disappeared. Forgive me, but I know naught else that might aid thee in thy search." Wow, nice castle. All this gold must have cost a pretty penny, too. Hey, don't worry, I'm not gonna touch it. I just can't help noticing this stuff. Oh right, I forgot in some of these you have to go back and forth between realms. That Ortega fellow's supposed to be preparing for his big day, but where is he? Off gallivanting about the place in some foolish adventurer. Why would anyone want to marry a man like that? No sooner will he slip the ring on his bride's finger than he'll be out the door at his next escapade. Slob like Ortega really shouldn't be thinking about getting married. He's so uncouth and boorish, he'd make his wife's life a misery. There's nothing sure. No, he'd be doing the world a big favor by staying single and letting his bride-to-be find someone better. I mean, their child did save the world. Just saying. I'm dead against this wedding. It's a terrible idea. I mean, a horrible individual like Ortega really shouldn't be getting married. What if he has children? That might be even worse. Well, you look like you're in your right mind, at least. I wish I could say the same for everyone else around here. Sorry, you must be wondering what the world is going on. Let me explain. I'm about to marry my beloved Ortega, but things have gotten a little complicated. All my friends and neighbors were thrilled with the idea about finally tying the knot. Well, that was until this morning, at any rate. Now they're all dead against the idea. Seems no one's got a good word to say about my hubby-to-be, which makes absolutely no sense. He's the most lovely, generous man you— Okay, they're under a curse. I just don't understand. Everyone's known Ortega for years, and they've never had a bad word to say about him. They've lost their collective minds. As between you and me, I suspect foul play. Heard about this horrible curse which makes folks say things they don't really believe. But apparently there's a cure, a mysterious medicinal liquid known as Defuddle Drops that can restore people to their senses. Thing is, I don't have any to do such a thing, and well, you're the only sensible person I've met all day. Would you mind bringing me some Defuddle Drops, please? Pretty please? You will? Thank you. I could tell you were one of those adventurous types who sees all kinds of strange things on their travels, so you wouldn't just laugh at me. You're like my Ortega. Now, I've known about the puddle drops that they found in the heavens where the angels live, or so they say. As you imagine, I have no idea how you'd go getting there, but I'm sure you'll think of something. I'll leave it in your capable hands. We're just straight up going to Baramos' castle, that's funny. When the hero of Ilahan toppled the evil Baramos, we could have been forgiven for thinking he had seen the last of the monsters who would terrorize the land. But no such luck, I'm afraid. Now there's sinister things afoot. If you're inclined to help us and wish to learn more, I recommend you speak to His Majesty over there. Things do not look good. Wait, what do we have here? Caramba, a mighty warrior. Now you look like you know one end of the sword from the other, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me explain a little bit about this place. There was once a seat of power of the king of the Necrogon before the archfiend Baramos came and claimed it as his own. Happily, a great hero ventured forth from a place called Ilahan and smote the beast. With peace restored to the world, we came from all over to honor those who had fell at Baramos' hand. But things were rarely so simple. To our horror, when we arrived here, we found countless reanimated cadavers prowling the corridors of the castle on a quest to revive their fallen master. If they succeed, the incredible achievement of the hero who toppled Baramos will have been for naught. We can't allow this to happen, but we'll need your help, stranger. What do you say? My appraisal of you is not mistaken. Now venture into the castle where you'll doubtlessly find kings from other realms and their courageous men doing battle with the undead hordes. Warn you be able to tell more about who or what is orchestrating this plot to resurrect the fallen fiend. Por favor, find them and put an end to their monstrous machinations. Ah, the nostalgia of this whole place. Please don't sneak up on me like that. I was certain you were a monster. Forgive me, I'm a little on edge. If I had known that things would end up like this, I would have insisted on the hero keeping my crown when he first came to Ilahan. Why? How could this happen? A brave young soldier who traveled with me from Manazoa fell into the hands of the enemy and was taken away. Just thinking about his fate is too painful. Convinced that somewhere in the castle there's a monstrous mastermind pulling the strings and controlling the hordes of the undead. The sinister manipulator were to be defeated, the unique, unquiet souls at his command would surely be released from his thrall, and any danger of Baramos being revived would be ended. Oh, that voice. I can't give in to it. I can't let it win. No, there's something more powerful in that voice, something I can't ignore. I speak of my people's pain. Their anguish is being treated as mere puppets. That vile creature who calls himself the Nectar Gondolier must be defeated. Only when he joins his master in oblivion can my people truly rest in peace. Well met, stranger. I'm the king of Edina, but fear not, I have a common touch. That means I can make conversation with everyone from foreign dignitaries to the lowliest bumpkins such as yourself. Now that... yes, says the person who's also talking to a prince. Now, this is rather embarrassing to admit, but after managing to make it all the way within a hair's breadth of the Bat Hat is behind all this, I'm afraid I find myself rather too frightened to continue. See how the fallen of the Necrogon obey my every word. Yes, they serve me well, but little do they know that the reward will be unimaginable suffering. Yes, their torment only beginning. Time of his return's at hand. Fed by the flesh of the living and the despair of the weak and dead, my lord and master Baramos shall rise once more. What's this? I sense a certain hostility emanating from you. Do you seriously mean to try and stop me? This is a most amusing turn of events. Seems I shall have even more mortal flesh to offer my master. Who are you? How did you manage to defeat me? What about my dreams, my beautiful dreams? Please, Master, take me. I offer myself in you that you might live again. Successfully disrupted the ceremony to resurrect the Archfiend Baramos. Report back to the King of Portoga near the castle entrance. Ah, what a blessed relief. I sense the evil has disappeared, and sure enough, the fiend who was orchestrating all this is no more. You defeated him, did you not? Well, bravo! Who would have thought a humble bumpkin such as yourself would have done it? What's that? All seems as I was used as a sacrifice, but now the undead fiends who overrun the castle are gone? Well, that means the battle's over, right? And I was out cold the whole time? Oh, this is so embarrassing. What am I gonna tell my superior officer? Thank you, friend. You have returned, and it seems you have some success. The walking dead are no more, and the stench of evil has faded. Knew you could do it. I knew you could defeat whatever evil was plotting the resurrection of the fiend Baramos. Thank you. Now take this. Truly you've earned it. There's no more. I found the mysterious word carved into the wall of the castle. I don't pretend to know what it means, but it might prove useful to you. Baramos' castle has been added to the list of locations you can travel to from the Altar of Salvation. You say this Baramos will not return, and the fall of the Necrogon can rest in peace. Pay our respects to the sacrifice they made and will return with their respective kingdoms. They will not forget what you've done. Baramos' castle later on. So we'll leave it for today, and then next time we'll crank out all the tackle side quests, and then, yeah, it seems like at least to do at least one or several of them, you actually have to beat Kalasmos first, so see how many I can do before I'm required to beat Kalasmos, and then we'll just do the rest of them afterwards, so that wraps that up. Alright, so thanks for tuning into the stream. I was able to get some more progress done in the game, and like I said, we'll continue that up next week. Then in terms of the schedule for the rest of the week, it's going to be more Thousand Year Door and Wind Waker. Then, unless someone to raid, we'll just go and wrap up. Nope, so that's it. So, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Take care.